All right, well, we're going to get back underway here for the last game of the evening. Obviously starting a little bit late here, but we'll get back underway here in just a minute or two. We got the victorious Silvertips in the black and silver, or off gray, and the Bearcats in the white and orange. The Silvertips are pretty much the top team, or we're the top team in the regular season in Div 5. Bearcats were on their heels for half the season and then kind of dropped off a bit, but regardless, should be a good matchup here. Players to look for this evening: Derek Brown for the Silvertips and Owen Norman, number 66 for the Bearcats. Lots of youth on the Bearcats roster. Speed's a big factor in this league, especially now. Tonight's game is brought to you by Popeye Supplements. A few local shops around town to get all your supplements needed. And we'll get underway. Silvertips won the draw. Grinder now. Over to Ostrander, I believe. And now it's picked off by Coop, I think. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Owen Norman will shoot it in. Flero with the save. Owen Norman tried to pick that pat, tried to be on the forecheck, couldn't quite reach it. Silvertips will play the ball. And good play there by the Bearcats defender to close them off. And Bearcats now in their own zone here. Good play over, D to D. Good tip in. And Grinder now behind the net. Tried to play the wall, just out of the reach of the Silvertips forward. Now shot back in. First to it, Grinder picks that off. And Owen Norman, good battle, and we'll keep the ball in, but now picked off by the Silvertips. Play up the wall. And Silvertips now behind the net. Plays out front, picked off by the Bearcats. Flipped up for Norman to chase after. A good drop. First to the ball. Just out of quite a little bit out of the reach. He'll pick that, play it to himself. And now loses the ball. Breakaway pass for the Tips. Loses it quick at his feet. The Bearcats were able to get back. And good stop by the goaltender. Marcus the clue now. Good play up the wall. Push forward. Into the zone. And Tips will pick that off. And now taken back by the Bearcats down low in front of the net. Ball's loose. Shot. Flare with a save. Dropped around for the Silvertips. And we'll get out. And lead him just couldn't corral the ball very well. We'll go back into his own end. Tips on the forecheck. Played up the wall. And Tips pick it off. Now goal line. And now played out. Bearcats at center. Good active stick by the Tips forward to intercept that pass. Into the zone. Shot. High and wide. Good read by Marcus to keep on him. Play will go down low. Plays out front. And Leadham will pick that off to get out of the zone. Played up. Good pass into the zone. In the feet. And now good clear. Hits the referee, but does come to center. Smith tries to gain the zone. Good active stick by the defender. DeClue. Good break into the zone. Shot. Good active late stick by the Silvertips defender. Good break that up. And Tips will just settle it down here. Stretch pass. And icing call. And shot on net by the Bearcats does go wide. And Silvertips now to center. Play it forward. And goaltender will cover for the whistle with the pressure coming by Smith. And Haywood now flipped up. Good stretch pass to run onto. Good poke by the defender. Bearcats still with it on the wall. Good battle 2-on-2. And looses in the feet. And Haywood now back at his own end. Flipped up. Kierstad will try to block that out. And now back at defensive end for the Bearcats. Good play up. Oh, that's Keegan. Good battle on the wall. Wins the ball. Shot. Oh, glove saved by Flero. Ball will become loose in the corner. Tips will try to play it up. Go off a stick and out. And goaltender will slow it down. Bearcats will put it behind their own net. Good play to the middle. Just out of the reach. No icing though, says the referee. Grinder now. Up the wall. Good play. I believe that's Grant, number 23. Good move to get in. Good defensive play. And good play out. Grinder now shoot it back in. And Bearcats will try to clear, and they will do so. I believe that's Keegan Buck on the number 21, I believe. Shoots it in. And we're going to have a delayed call here. I'm not too sure if it's on the tips of the Bearcats. Yeah, Bearcats with the tips of the slashing call. So we're going to have a Bearcats Napper power play coming up. It's a slashing call, so it's a full 4-minute power play here. 11:23 left to go, first period, 0-0 game. And Bearcats win the draw. Norman. Now plays back to Norman. Shot. Blocked in front. Norman regains the ball. Back to the point. D to D. Shot on net. Whoa. That was close. Tipped on front. Ball's kept in. And ball will go out of play. And neutral zone here. I thought I hit stream, but it didn't fully click. Bearcats still in the zone here on the power play. Half wall here. Gonna look for some space. Shot. Oh, goaltender doesn't know where it is. Scores! Goaltender didn't know where it was. And loose ball popped in. Bearcats take a 1-0 lead on the power play here. Can't give the Bearcats that much space in the slot though. Easy shot. Goaltender couldn't find it and poked in. 10:38 left to go. First period, and Silvertips will win the draw after the Bearcats goal. Now, if you're not aware of the ruling in ball hockey, any sort of 4-minute minor, the player does sit in the box the entire 4 minutes, regardless if they score or not. It does go back to 5-on-5, but the player does sit for the full 4 minutes. Oh, nice tip in front. Off the point shot. We got a tie game here. Good quick response here by the Tips. Get right back in it after that power play goal by the Bearcats. And push forward by the Bearcats. Taken by the Silvertips. Into the middle. Good play to get into the zone. We'll curl back. Zone side of center here. Good play to get down in the zone. Oh, tried to pick it off. It didn't work. Shot. Oh, just wide of the net off the tip. And taken forward by the Bearcats. Now to center. Couldn't quite corral the pass in the feet. Ball does go into the corner. Bearcats pick it off on the wall. Shot. Just goes wide. Off a bunch of feet into the corner. And Bearcats now on their own side of center. Good play up. Hits the own blue line. Good burst of speed to get by the defender into the corner. And it's going to battle on the wall. Good play out to the middle. Tries to take a backhand pass, and off is taken out of play. Good pace to this game so far. 9:02 left to go first period. Game 1 of the playoff series, best out of 3. I thought I mentioned if you'd like to join us in a few weeks' time, we have a Cash Island tournament from teams all over BC and parts of Canada. Tournament family day long weekend starts on the Friday, I think at 9 or 10 a.m. I believe, and goes all the way to Sunday night. So please join us for that weekend if you want to catch some high quality ball hockey. And covered up the whistle by the Bearcats goaltender. Offensive zone draw coming up to the right hand side for the Silvertips. The clue on the draw. And one back by the Tips. Shot on net, blocker save. Ball's loose, scores! Scramble play in front of the net. Goaltender just got the wrong part of the body on the ball. Ball came loose and tapped in by the Silvertips forward. Got a 2-1 lead here for the Tips in about a 3.5 minute span. Have had 3 goals. 2 for the Tips, 1 for the Bearcats. Bearcats open the scoring on the power play. And the Silvertips have stormed back with about 2 goals in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Yeah, back underway. Tips won the draw. Grinder now play up the wall. Knocked down, pushed forward by the Tips. Coop will come back in his own end. I do apologize if I butchered that last name. Up the wall. Good reach by the Bearcats player. Push it forward. Good play up into the zone. Play down low to 21. 21's going to look for a space. Banked off the wall to Norman. Norman down low. Good protection of the ball away from Grinder. Still with it. And we'll lose the battle to Grinder. Grinder's going to play it up the wall. And Bearcats will get the ball back. Good ball to keep the pressure in. Norman pulls up. Back to the point. Shot. Oh, hits a body in front. Ball's loose. Kept in by the Bearcats. Into the zone. Norman. Behind the net. He's going to go for a run here. He's going to open the floor up here. And I believe a penalty call here. Both are going to go. Coincidental minors. Yeah, 2-minute chief for roughing, says the referee, which I agree with. That's a bit of a easy call to make in front of the net, both hassling each other. Good goal by Mr. Fulton. Offensive zone draw for the Bearcats here after the coincidental minors. And one back by the Tips. Push forward. Just out of the reach of the Bearcats defender. Tips will push it into the zone. Shot on net. Ball's loose. Ball is now popped in the corner. Played back behind the net. Played out to the middle. Risky play. Does work out for the Bearcats. Lucky there. Played back behind their net. Doesn't take the bounce it needs. Now played up the wall. Norman will pick it up in his own blue line. Dropped up. And now settled down by the Bearcats off the wall. Haywood. Played up. Good read by the defenseman at their own blue line. Tips now will get in the zone. They look for the space. A good pass into the middle. Norman's going to pick it off at center. And he's going to try to make a move. Doesn't work. Does make another pass. Shot. Blocked in front. Ball's loosened up in the air. And Tips recover the ball. Good curl back and stretch pass. Good pick off. And Haywood's going to pick it up into the zone. Good play across. Shot. Oh, just wide. And covered up with a whistle by Flero. 5:57 left to go in the first period. You got a 2-1 lead here for the Victoria Silvertips. And DeClue on the draw. One back. Down will draw. Shot by Leadham. And glove down by Flero. Not much on the shot, but got to be safe and sorry. Another draw here. Bearcats win another one. Flero will play it. And just be safe. We'll cover up on the loose ball. And shot in. Oh, weird bounce off the back of the net. Off the glass and does pop out in front of the net. And now ball shot out of play. I think the ball will stay in the zone after a Silvertips shot out. Shot out of play, my mistake. So we have an offensive zone draw on the left-hand side. DeClue will take the draw. Now one back. Shot. Oh, good save in front. And better stop by the goaltender. Off the tip in front. DeClue now picks it up. Back at the point. Down to Leadham. Now down to DeClue. DeClue out front. Off a stick. DeClue will try to pick up the ball. And loses it in the feet. And tips out the ball. Red line into the zone. Simmons of feet. Good pick off by the defense. Now good stretch pass. And Bearcats will be on it on the half wall. And now back at the red line area. Shot. Oh, tipped in front. Better stay for the goaltender. Another shot. And just goes wide. DeClue's going to be first to the ball. Now at the point. Shot. Tipped in front. Ball's loose. Ball pop out back to the point. Shot. Off a foot. And Tips come up with the ball. Up the wall. Not out. Kept in by the Bearcats. Good offensive pressure here. Shot. Oh, just wide off the tip. Didn't quite get the tip. Out front. Whole ball's loose. And just squirted out. And Tips will recover the ball. Play it past center. And picked off and taken back by the Bearcats. DDD. Lead them. Good play up. Keegan now makes a risky pass to the middle. Nobody there to take it. Now Silvertips will gain the zone. And offside. 4 minutes left to go in the first period. You got a 2-1 lead here for the victorious Silvertips. And don't worry, folks, if you want to catch your Vancouver Island ball hockey action, we are back at it tomorrow. I believe it's starting at noon, I believe. So stay with us tomorrow if you'd like. And ball's cleared out by the Bearcats. And no icing. Grinder will pick it up behind his net, off the wall. And cleared, no icing, says the referee as well. Goes both ways here. Whole risky play by the goaltender. Defenseman covered that up. Got to boot the ball, says referee. And they'll do so after about 10 seconds there. Grinder now, the point. Shot, blocked in front, and goaltender. Loose ball, and goaltender covers it. Cleared it out though. Good battle in front of that net. Now shot in. Tips will clear, and Smith will push it forward. And Bearcats will be first of the ball. Good clear up by the goaltender. Good stick. Into the zone. Off the stick for the Bearcats forward. Couldn't quite get the corral on it. And Silvertips will push it forward in behind the net. Will curl back. Good protection of the ball. Hits the referee. Now played up the wall. Grant will keep it in. Side to side. Couldn't crawl the pass. Now down low. Behind the net. Plays out front. Nobody there to take the pass. Bearcats a little bit loose in the neutral zone. Do gain control. Bounce off the shoe. And now shot back in by the, play back in by the Tips. Body, good stop by the goaltender. Shoulder save. Grinder now at the blue line. Tried to make a pass across, didn't connect. Now down low. Back to the point. Another play down low. Ball doesn't connect, and ball's flipped up, and now out. They'll have to regain the zone. And Hayward picks that pass off. The ball has taken a lot of weird bounces this evening, especially today, especially this last game here. Still in the zone for the Tips. Shot, and high and wide, and out of play. Not too sure if that hit a stick or not, but minute 28 left to go, first period. 2-1 lead here for the victorious Silvertips. It's a Div 5 semifinal, as we don't have a quarterfinal in our divisions due to the 4 teams. So it's just an automatic semi right to the finals. And one back by the Tips. Push forward into the zone by the Tips, but couldn't connect on the pass. Picked off. Shot. Shoulder save. And cleared out by the Bearcats. Not far out. Now kept in. Playing pass here. Tried to take a shot on that, was wide. Take it on the half wall. Down to the middle. Shot. Goes wide, high. Leadham's going to pick it up for the Bearcats. Up and out. And at the defensive blue line, Tips will play it to the middle. Good give and go. And just too hard of a pass there to connect on that. Good hard pass, Norman. And Norman couldn't corral the ball to get around the defender. Tips still getting control into the zone. Shot, glove save. And Norman will now pick it up. Good give and go. Loses it in the feet of the Silvertips defender. Played up the wall. Norman will pick it off at the blue line. Shot. It's blocked. They'll go after his own shot, rebound. Ball's kept in. Shot's now cleared. Not out. Shot again. Flare with the save. Good accurate shot on net, about chest height. Probably looking for the tip in front. We'll have an offensive zone draw here with 0.7 seconds left to go in the first period. Still a 2-1 lead here for the Victoria Silvertips. And that'll take it after the first period. We'll be back in just a few minutes here. Thanks again for joining us this evening. I know it's late for some people. I know it's late for us, so please stay with us. We'll be back here shortly for period 2 of the last game of the evening. All right, folks, I'm back underway here. Second period. Tips versus Bearcats. Div 5 semifinal. Tips win the draw. Now Grinder will play it. We'll have it under control. Stretch pass just out of the reach, and that'll go for an icing call. Have an offensive zone draw here for the Bearcats. See if they can tie this game here. Offense has actually been a tad quiet for their liking, I believe. They're definitely a pretty offensively minded team here. See if they can get themselves back into it. And one back by the Tips. Up the wall for Grinder. Taken up, and Leadham will keep it in. Norman will play it through the feet, and intercepted by the Tips. 3 to center. And lose the control on the feet, and stretch pass. Nobody there to take it. Good poke out, and ball will come out. Good battle, and Tips will recover the ball. Now down the back low in offensive end for the Tips. We'll curl back up to the blue line. Now back to the point. Shot back in. Tipped down into the corner. Tried to make a give and go into the center. Now picked off. Bearcats to the center. 3-on-3. Shot. Good pass. Oh, tried to backdoor it. Didn't work. Picked off. And Tips will pick that pass off. Ball still in. DeClue. Good pass to center. Oh, just couldn't reach it. Ball pop out. Tips with the control. Stretch pass in the feet. Leadham will try to pick that off, and will do so. Norman is going to chip it forward. Pass Grinder. Not out of the reach. Beat the one guy, but couldn't beat the second defender. Bearcats will turn it around in their own defensive end. Haywood. Good play up and played forward. And Tips will intercept the center. And delayed call on the trip. One of those unfortunate plays at center. You turn the ball over and you get caught with the stick between the legs. It does happen, but regardless, we're going to have a Silvertips power play. I believe that's the first of the evening actually for them. Or else they've been coincidental minors. 15:07 left to go. Tips to the power play here for 2 minutes. And Tips win the draw. Point shot. Oh, just goes wide off the goaltender's shoulder. And now into the corner, the Tips have it on the half wall. Lots of space to move the ball around at the point. Play down low. Shot. And I'm not sure if that hit the goaltender or just hit the net, I couldn't tell. And battle on the wall. And Bearcats will pin it up against the wall to kill the clock a little bit here. Especially being on the penalty kill. Ball will squirt out, not out though. Basically at the red line, Tips still keep it in. Place the center, doesn't come through. Now down low. So more on the half wall, now back at the blue line. Just inside now, half wall. Shot, oh, hits a glove and goes wide. Haywood now will pick it up. We'll try to clear. Takes a weird bounce back into the zone to the other side of the floor. Tips now still have it. Tried to make a stretch pass across the floor, just wide. Now they corral the puck, ball wide. And now back to the point for the Tips. Playing a lot of passes into the slot there. The Bearcats got to be careful to cover it. Tips behind the net. Now at the point. Shot off a stick and wide. Tips will recover the ball in the half wall. Back at the point. 28 seconds left to go in the penalty. Tips from the slot. Back at the point. Down low. Shot. Glove save. Ball squared into the corner. And cleared out. Good kill by the Bearcats. Bending, not breaking. A lot of shots from the outside. That's what you want. You don't want to give them the heart of the floor. It's like giving the heart of the ice. You don't want to do that either. Always got to learn never to give up the guts of the floor. Especially in hockey. It's the worst possible thing that you want to do. Bearcats chase it down. Now we're back even strength. And the referee caught the play there on the trip. Bearcats delayed call. Shot. Scores! Hit the inside of the post on the delayed call. We got a tie game. Not too sure who got the goal there. I didn't quite see the number. Might have been DeClue or Norman. I'm not too sure. Get the confirmation from the announcer here in a few minutes. And Grinder now off the Tips draw win. Now played forward, picked off by the Bearcats. Lead them. Chip forward and out of the reach of Norman. And plays it center. And now into the defensive end. Good active stick by the Bearcats defender to get out. Bearcats to center. They'll get in the zone, curls up, fakes the curl. Now give and go. Push forward shot. Whoa, glove save. This ball's still loose in front. And ball's loose and covered up. Don't these guys love each other, eh? Nothing like brotherly love in ball hockey. I'd say kiss and make up, but I don't think these guys like each other too much. Guys told to simmer it down a little bit. as they should. Got to be careful in front of that net. And now Grinder's going to play it, or try to play it out. And Norman will pick that pass off and loses control of the ball. Now Leadham's going to chase it down in the corner with Smith for the Silvertips. Good battle won by Leadham. Now up the wall for Norman. Yeah, that's delay call on Grinder on the elbow, I think, body contact. And got a delay call. Yeah, that's definitely a penalty. You can't take the elbow out. Yeah, that's a bad penalty to take in the neutral zone. You don't want to be doing that. Got the Bearcats power play here. They can go ahead here on the power play if they can capitalize. It's a non-necessary penalty to take on the Tips end. If I were them, that's not a great penalty to take this point in the game. Bearcats have time at the point here. Now down low. Shot on net. Blocker saved by Flaro, and we'll cover up for the whistle. Got to generate some more shots here for the Bearcats to capitalize on Flaro. Good play. Haywood, shot. Oh. And blocker save again by Flaro. Goes out of play. 10:57 left to go. First period. Second period, my mistake. 2-2 game. And Bearcats on the power play for another minute and 36. One job by the Bearcats. Back to Coop. Shot. And it's blocked and now cleared by the Tips. Bearcats will have to regain possession here and start back from 200 feet. Maybe not quite 200 feet. I'm not sure of the dimensions of this rink. But Bearcats now at center. Tipped in. And push forward, and goaltender will cover up for the whistle. Bit of a scrambling entry, but they got the whistle they needed to stay in the zone. And Tips win the draw. And cleared. Have to restart from their own end again. Minute left to go in the power penalty. Power play is sponsored by Napper. Oh, off a shoe and wide. Took a weird bounce off the shoe, and Tips will intercept the ball. Shot and blocked away by Chris, I believe his first name is. I do mistake if I miss that. Just out of the reach, and go for an icing call on the power play. That stings. Got to start 200 feet from your offensive net on the power play. That's not fun. 2-2 game, 9:44 left to go. Second period. God, I must be awake. It's been a long day. And Bearcats into the zone, pushed it forward. And Tips will win that battle. Not out. Oh, kept in by the Bearcats just barely at the line. Good stretch pass across. Norman, shot. Oh. Norman thinks it's in. Not too sure if that was in or not, but maybe by the hair of it, just in front of that line. Referee says no, continues on. Duclos wins the draw. Shot. Blocked in front. Might sting a little bit in the morning. Norman's now going to pick it up behind the net. Duclos. Tried to take a shot on net, was blocked. Get back to stick by the defender. Now back at the point. Shot. Stick save. And Tips will flip it out. And knock down. And Tips will get active stick to disrupt the Tips forward progression. Intercepted by Grinder. Grinder's going to get in the zone. Pass across. Just couldn't take the pass cleanly. And now Bearcats out the center. Shot in. Oh, tried to take a shot in. It was active stick was knocked down. Tips will put it into the zone. And delayed call, yeah. They caught it on an interference. So Tips to the power play. Oh, it's a Bearcats power play. My mistake. Didn't see that. I saw the interference on the other side. Not too sure on why I didn't see that, but we got a Bearcats power play coming up here. 8:15 left to go, second period. And one forward by Haywood. Now back at the point. Shot, stick save. Ball's knocked down and behind the net. Tries to make a play up front. Shot. Goes off a couple sticks and goes into the corner. Smith first to it. Couldn't clear. Now back at the point. Shot. Hit a body. Now back at the point again. Shot. Walked in front off a body. Good ball movement by the Bearcats. Shot on net. Goes off a body and wide. Haywood will pick it up. Now back at the point. Shot. Tried to take a tip on net. Didn't work. And kept in by the Bearcats all along the wall. Good battle. Ball squirts loose. Shot. Oh, just wide. High. Haywood's going to try to pick it up, and they will do so against Smith. Plays out front. Ball's loose. Goes to the other side. Bearcats still with possession. Now down low. Tried to make a give and go. Is intercepted. And Tips will clear. Good penalty kill. Good pass out by the goaltender. Tried to catch the Tips on a change. And icing call. That's a bad play by the Bearcats. You got to catch them on the line change, but ice the ball instead. That's especially on the power play. You can't be doing that. So how about an offensive zone draw here on the penalty kill for the Tips? I want to thank you everyone for whoever's still watching the broadcast here. I know it is late. Almost midnight here in Victoria, British Columbia. Wherever you are watching, thank you for staying with us. Tips win that draw. Now they're going to go down low. Try to make a pass to the middle. Is picked off. Regain control. Now Bearcats recover the ball at defensive end. And Norman's going to pick it up at center. And flip forward. Good play by Norman. Shot. Glove save. Still in by the Bearcats. Kept in. Norman's going to pick it up just in front of the blue. Shot. Oh, loose ball. Shot. Scores! Duclos with the rebound. Off the Norman shot and scores. Good offensive play there by the Bearcats to keep that live and into the back of the net. Got a power play goal there by the Bearcats. Duclos with the finish. 6:19 left to go, second period. Not too sure what the holdup is here. Probably just trying to find out the score sheet. It's been a good hockey game. I'd say the last 3 games of the evening have been really, really good. Back and forth hockey, high competitive, close scoring. As I've probably mentioned before earlier in the broadcast, we will reschedule some of the first game of the evening here. Bearcats will lose the possession and covered up by the goaltender off the shot from the point. So yeah, that is a Bauer play goal by Duclos, assist to Owen Norman. So the Bearcats will take that 3-2 lead with about 5:55 left to go. And the Bearcats are now in the penalty box. I'm not too sure what for, maybe a roughing, or I'm not too sure, I didn't see it. So actually the Tips are on the power play now. I didn't see the call, it must have been a taunt or something after the whistle. And one back by the Bearcats, now shot out. Good clear by the Bearcats, 5:45 left to go. .55 seconds left to go in the power play. Flipped up. Tips will play it into the zone, or attempt to play it in the zone. We'll get by Leadham. Duclos going to pick it off and tried to clear it off the ceiling, or tried to clear it out and hit the ceiling instead. I thought they'd be aiming for that disco ball, but the disco ball actually doesn't exist anymore. They took it down, so I know it's not target practice, but I would have aimed for that disco ball if I were them, but it doesn't exist anymore. So anyway, the ball will come out. I'm not too sure why, because it went off a Bearcat stick and hit the ceiling, unless they hit a tip stick on the way out, but didn't see it. Anyway, regardless, neutral zone draw. And one back by the Bearcats. And pushed forward by the Tips, though, into the corner. Now on the half wall for the Tips. Back at the point. Grinder. Down low. Oh, good active stick by 61 there for the Bearcats. Just dropped that play just enough. Half wall. Into the slot. Shot. Oh, good block in front. And they'll clear. Good active kill here by the Bearcats to stay active with their sticks and get in the lanes. And ball's out of play, off a stick, into the netting and back into play. Not too sure, that might be neutral zone. Yeah, that is a neutral zone draw off a stick. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining us this evening. It has been a late night for everybody here, but very thankful for you joining us this evening. Myself, Corey Johnson, are on the mic, and Mr. Mike Nielsen on the camera. Now Tips will bring it in on the power play. Gets by that defender. Defender loses the stick. And we'll get it back. Regains the play here. Tips will at the blue line. Now back at the red line. Shot in. And picked off by Leadham. Shot. Cleared out, and Norman's going to come out of the box. I think that was in the box. Shot. Oh, just wide. Played up front. Oh, just behind Norman's stick. Now back to Coop. Shot on net. Oh, takes a weird bounce. Almost bounced off forward back into the net. We got lucky with the bounce. Slowed it down enough. 4 minutes left to go. Second period. A 3-2 lead for the Victoria Bearcats. Have Hayward on the draw for the Bearcats here, offensive zone draw. And one back by the Tips. And the Tips are wrapped around their defensive end. Tried to pick it off, but didn't work. Oh, tried to get through the defense, didn't work. And Bearcats will shoot it in. Offensive zone gained. Now down low. Back to the point. Shot high and wide. Ball's loose in front of the net. And Flair tries to cover, and ball was loose, but quick whistle by the referee. Lost sight of the ball. Another offensive zone draw here. 3:31 left to go. Might be almost time to call a timeout here. Probably the Tips possible goaltender getting pulled here for the extra attacker here shortly if the game doesn't continue the way it's going. Sorry, does continue the way it's going. My mistake. Tips will clear up. And push forward by the Tips through some sticks, and now a ball will go into the corner. 11 for the Tips, loses control. And now loosen the feet and picked off by the Bearcats. Good move to get around that forecheck by the Tips. Pass to the middle. Bit of a risky play. Knocked down by the Tips. Shot. Just high and wide. Played up. Bearcats will hit the red line. Good pass, stretch pass. Keegan will pick it up in the corner. Good curl back up. Tried to take a pass on net. I don't know if that was supposed to be a shot or a pass, but goes to the other side. Haywood shot just wide. The ball will come back all the way out past the blue line. And a good stick by the defender at the red line to keep it disrupted enough. Tips will gain the zone though, 27 with it. Now opens the floor up past the blue. 21 now with it. Over to his defensive partner, number 18. Shot. And covered up for the whistle by the goaltender on the shot from the point. Probably was expecting some more traffic in front of him and didn't get any. .210 left to go, second period, 3-2 lead for the Victoria Bearcats in this Div 5 semifinal. Shot off a shoe. DeCluel's going to pick it up. He's going to go for a run. Beats that first defender. Pulls up. Shot. And Flair with the save. The traffic in front of him. Good stop. Minute 56 left to go. Second period. Tips loses control of the ball at the line. Kept in by the Bearcats. Norman now curls up. Shot. Bad save and covered up for the whistle. Bearcats just trying to kill the clock here. Keep that pressure on the other end of the floor so it keeps it away from their own goaltender. Prevents the Tips from pulling their goaltender for that extra attacker if needed. Bearcats on the draw. DeClue. Pushed it forward, and I think that's Grant. 55 will pick it up. Up the wall, not out. Good play down low by Lito. Push that down, low to DeClue. Repeat Grinder to the ball. Pushed it out front, lost control. Stretch pass. And Leadham's going to get first to that for the Bearcats. Played up the middle. And taken back by the Tips. Push forward off a stick into the offensive zone for the Bearcats. In the feet and just loses control off the bounce. Off the referee. DeClue will keep it in. Shot high and wide. And ball will go to play. 53.5 left to go. .3-2 Bearcats here late in the game. See if they can seal the win here for their to take the lead in the series. I believe we've got a timeout called. So we should get back underway here in just about 30 seconds or so. But thank you for joining us again. It's been a long night. Started at 7 o'clock this evening, and by the time we get out of here, it'll be almost midnight. By the time I get home, it's 12:30, and thank God I can sleep in tomorrow, but some people beside me here can't. My cameraman here has to be back here in about 10 hours, so he's going to need some coffee tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's just it, the love of the game, right? Yeah, I wouldn't be here if I didn't love the game as much as I do, so all to it. Okay, we're going to get back underway here. And Tips won the draw, but loose ball. Grinder's going to have to chase it down in the corner. Won by Grinder. Good pick off by Norman. Norman plays fetch here with the ball. He's going to kill the clock here now. Defensive end. Going to keep it away from them so they can't pull their goaltender. Good play. And plays up the wall. Is blocked. Shot on net. Oh, just wide. 23 seconds left to go. Goalie pulled. Extra tacker here on for the Tips. Ball still in the offensive zone. Good active stick by the Bearcats, and that's going to go for a nice and call. 8 seconds left to go even. Offensive zone draw for the Tips. Down 3-2 in game 1 of this playoff series, best of 3. See if they have some late game heroics that's been in the last couple games here. One of the other previous games we had this evening, tied game with 3.3 seconds left, so never know. Bearcats with control, and they will do it. They'll seal the win. Good active game on both sides, very offensively sound both teams, and good defensive battle on both ends too. And that will do it for us, folks, of this evening. Game 4 is sealed with a 3-2 win for the Bearcats. Take game 1 of this series. We will be back tomorrow for more Vancouver Island ball hockey action. Thank you for joining us. I'm signing off. My name is Corey Johnson. My cameraman Mike Disson. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us.